Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Hip 5 Premium SPG that most people know as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one's on the south spawn of Halluf, and it's under the command of Targy. Game on. Well, it's a complicated traffic jam to start with, but he's often moving. Targy's been busy over the past couple of weeks, and so he hasn't sent in that many replays, but he's found a few for us anyway. Okay, what does it say on the side? Yes, very apt indeed. Okay, he's parked himself between the buildings, which is not so great if the target happens to be in the way of the buildings. You should have to then shoot through them. Okay, aiming towards the corner where the enemy heavies are likely to appear when they're spotted. It's going to be a little while before our tanks get into position though. Now he's got a 105mm light field howitzer, which is capable of doing 410 alpha. Fires his first round in. Just a little too late for the Skoda T24. Now it's capable of doing 410 alpha and penetrating 53mm of armor, and the standard reload is 8.92 seconds, but we see Targy has got it down to 7.01. Rounds out. Oh, he got a hit, and he tracked the guy. 141 hit points, and since he's been tracked, the Skoda was taking even more damage, and Targy finishes him off with his very next round. So that was very, very valuable, because that P43 Biz actually held him in position whilst Targy could get his next shot in. But they've now got a KV2 on that corner and a VK3001H, I think, as well. So it might not be so plain sailing from now on in. Okay, over here we've got another VK. We've got two M6s, but you notice we've got a red line. That red line, something's blocking the shot, which is stopping the shell from getting to the target. He's gone to the overhead view instead, dialing in on the VK. That looks about good. Rounds out. Direct hit. Oh my god, he tracked the guy. You can see the track falling off. Fires another one in. Oh, and he wipes him out with the next shot. He managed to get 59 hit points from the first shot, track damage of 211, and another 64 from the third shot, which finished him off. But now he's got a Stug guy who's using that wreck for cover, which is a pretty bad move for the Stug. Now, because we were so close up there, we didn't get to see that he actually did hit the Stug for a penetrating shot for 423. But the Stug's decided, no, he doesn't want to be there, he wants to pull back, and that's a smart move. But the VK3001H has gone round the corner. Now that's the Tiger prototype. He fired the first one in blind because, of course, the target disappeared before he got a chance to fire. In the meantime, we've lost a lot of tanks on that corner. And the enemy, well, they've still got tanks over there. We fired one in. Oh, direct hit on top of the M6. He's gone. And now we've got a KV1S. No, that one's going to hit the rock face. You're better off aiming for that KV1 or the VK. But unfortunately, the VK's pulled back a little. Okay, so we're 3 up on the enemy so far. Targy's having a good game. 2 kills. Okay, that VK is now open for a shot. I think you can get the shot in. Guy pulls forward. Oh, so close. Just reloading. Wait for it. That's it. Rounds out. Looks good. Just in ahead of him. And we're getting Arty indication. Yes, the enemy Arty's worked out where we are. And I'm wondering if they were actually told where we were by their teammates. Well, those shells are starting to fall on top of us. And in fact, the enemy team has a gorilla and a Fifi. Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 leFH18B2. It's French, and it pews a lot at the enemy, and that's why we called it, well, we didn't call it Fifi La Pew Pew. One of the members of What Arty Noobs did. We're 4 up on the enemy now, and they are trying to fight a desperate defense We're having a look over this side of the battlefield because those enemy Arty shells have got to be coming from someone, and we know where one of them is because he's over on this corner and he just fired. I think he's a little further down. He's not that high. That's the first shot, but I think he's a little lower. He's down on the base. You're firing too high. He's not on that ledge. He's a little further down. Yeah, I don't think you can see that. Okay, the enemy gorilla's been spotted as well. There he is. And we can definitely take him out. In fact, actually, he's already receiving fire. Rounds out. Bit of a snap. Didn't work. Snaps rarely work. It's sort of 1 in 10, 1 in 20 shots. It's certainly not worth wasting so much ammo when you need it. Fires one at the Tiger. Gets a direct hit on the turret for 170. That's a good shot. Certainly put the willies up the Tiger because he pulled back after that. Unfortunately, the Tiger just killed our Rudy. Now we've got a 3-tank advantage at the moment. We know where one of their Arty is, the gorilla. The other one, we believe, is over on the east side. No, and in fact, yes, the gorilla's just gone. He's just been taken out by the Achilles. Now we've got a Passato, and there's the leFH. And he was much lower down, as I said. In fact, actually, I think he was at the base of that little track area, a bit further back, but just narrowly missed him. Now the PP's feeling the pressure because the tables have turned, and now the RT rounds are coming in at him. Unfortunately, that shell was just a fraction of a second too late. There's only 2 enemies remaining. And, well, we fired snap. Didn't work. The Tiger's trying to move. Fires one ahead of his path. Just in front of him. These shells got a 2-meter burst radius, so you only need to get the shells reasonably close to the target. And he gets a kill shot with a penetrating shot. And that finishes off the Tiger, but there's still 1 enemy tank out there, the Passato. Tier 6 Italian tank destroyer. No, over to the right. Over to the right. Targy's not paying attention. I think he's typing something. That's it. There's the Passato. He's firing ahead of his path against. Bit of a snap. It might have been close to the Passato, but it wasn't a hit. Now, he needs for his teammates to get into a position where they can actually see the target, and then he can start laying down shells to keep the guy inactive whilst they shoot at him. Again, I think he's typing something, and so he's gone inactive all of a sudden. He thinks the guy's gone over here. He's fired at the bush because he thinks the guy's gone into the bush. Not so sure that he would have. He knows he's all alone. Let's hope he doesn't decide to drown himself, because obviously that's a very silly thing to do. You fight until you can get no more hit points, and there's nothing else you can do. And our BK3601H decided to cap. Not sure that's necessary either. He fires another one into the bush. And no, he's actually moved a lot further back. In fact, that was a heat round actually, but here's Passato going after our M10. Or is he? No, actually the M10 ram kills him. Very dangerous thing for the M10 to do. Here's the end of battle results. Well, it was only a second-class tanker for targy in the 105 leFH18B2. He did get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. And his win rate was very high, actually, 4,475, which is Super Unicum standard. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Passato, who got a high caliber for 2,392 hit points. Second highest damage was the P43 Beast with 1,803. And third, oh, actually, he's in third place. Sorry. Second place on damage was the KV1 on the enemy team with 1,910, which means that targy is actually in fourth place on damage with 1,685 out of that game. When it came to kills, he was actually in second place because the Tiger 131 got 4 kills, but targy got 3, and of course he took out the Tiger 131. And then there was a whole bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. The P43Biz, the KV1, the Achilles, and on the enemy team, the Pasolto and their PP as well. When it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the P43Biz got 817, the ARL44 got 813, and then we got targy with 812. And notice how close together they are, very, very close, and also fairly close on damage as well. He fired 27 rounds in that game, 8 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrating shots, and the Tiger, right at the end, that was a penetrating shot on him. 8 splash, damage of 1,685 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He did receive a hit from the enemy Arty, was a splash, and yes, he did take some damage after the at that game, but he actually did damage 5 of the enemy, kill 3, 401 hit points of damage assistance. Now, he did earn a nice profit out of that game, 91,098 credits, but that's because he did get a completion of mission as well, so it did help. But he would have had that profit, or 41,000 profit, even without the completion of the mission. And he also got 4,141 XP as well, so a reasonably good game, and shows that he's just keeping his hand in, he's keeping it practiced, so when he does come back to the game, after he's able to, then he will still be able to play really good ones and send us nice replays. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.